morning everyone and welcome to our program The Golden Unicorns. This day we have a marathon about Uber, the company that innovates about the public transport.
That's right, and we are having a special guest, like Travis Kalanick, who will give us an important interview, and he is the Uber CEO. He will talk about task culture, growth culture, organizational culture of Uber.
That's right, Anna. We have a very interesting point here. Did you know that in Mexico City they have this clash culture between taxis and Uber?
I didn't know it, man, so keep it tuned. And we are having the most polemical marathon in Golden Unicorns.
Torres, we are with you.
Good morning. I feel really honored to be in front of one of the most successful entrepreneurs on earth, Travis Kalanick. Travis, how are you?
Fine, thank you. As a matter of fact, I'm thrilled to be on your program. I think you should know that I tune in the Golden Unicorn every single day.
Oh, that's amazing, Mr. Kalanick. Thank you. Do you mind if we start with the questions?
Please go on.
How do you consider Uber implements the role culture, Mr. Travis?
Well, you know, like any other big company there is nowadays, Uber must have a hierarchy pyramid. However, we don't like to think of ourselves as strict and, well, as regimental as traditional companies. We actually have a more decentralized, in fact, horizontal pyramid in regard of hierarchy, which actually enables us to quickly implement any change we wish, as well as it also gives the employee a bigger chance of being heard, of diffusing good ideas for the business, as well as actually helping us achieve and motivate our employees.
So, that's the secret?
I think you could say so.
We know that Uber is around the world. How do you reach the goals in the club, taking account the task culture?
I mean, what Uber tries to accomplish is actually a more motivational work environment, which actually helps us, excuse the redundancy, but motivate the employees achieve their tasks and specific objectives. In Uber, as in I believe most, usually any company, we have a system of setting specific goals in order to achieve long-term goals or tasks. So really that's how we manage to get to our given goals around the globe.
About the goal, how does organizational assumptions affect the employees in Uber company?
Our employees tend to be motivated to achieve their tasks, which for the company is beneficial. It helps us achieve long-term goals, both long and short term. But in the end, the personal life of the employee is affected because they are usually devoted to this working style, and they're willing to work as hard as it takes to achieve the company goals. So their personal life might be compromised.
We know that Uber is innovative and worries about the security and the economy of the customer. That's why people love Uber. I'm glad to have this interview with you, Mr. Travis, and I am grateful you revealed some of the Uber's organizational structure secrets. Thanks for the interview and thanks for your time.
Thank you, it's been a pleasure.
Okay, let's go back to the studio.
Well, there you have it. The mysterious organization Uber is finally revealed. But not everything is a big novel inside Uber. These past weeks, we have strike and violent acts by part of the Mexico City taxis against Uber.
We have a culture clashes in Mexico City, and we are going to present to you in a dynamic way. Taxi versus Uber.
That's right, Anna. And the way we're going to do it is presenting you how Uber works versus how the taxis work.
Uber has a slogan, time belongs to you. Contrary to Mexican taxis, the times belong to them. Why? Because it depends on their disposal, the routes, and if you find them.
Uber has expanded to 45 countries while Mexican taxis are national, and they have different colors in each state.
But the most important things are the rate. The taxis in Mexico tend to change the rates depending on the person, if they seem rich or poor, depending on the routes, depending if it's day or night, etc.
While Uber uses a fixed cheaper rate, 3.10 pesos per kilometer, and a fixed rate of 7 pesos. People prefer to pay a cheaper rate than an arbitrary rate. The taxi driver didn't want anyone bothering their monopoly. They started protesting against Uber because they knew it was a better service.
We have a journalist in the strike against Uber, so let's watch the note.
No dejaremos de exigir a las autoridades, quienes tienen la obligación de velar por la aplicación irrestricta y sin distinción de la ley y deben cumplirla a cabalidad, que dejen a un lado sus intereses personales. En todo momento han pretendido disfrazar el problema de delincuencia, piratería y corrupción que se está efectuando de hecho como si fuera un tema de interés social y mediante un acuerdo sin fundamentos. Quieren permitir a estas transnacionales que atentan contra la economía mexicana.
We also have the main consequences of the cultural clash between Uber and Mexico City taxis.
This company, Uber, has been able to address the issue varying the degrees of the formality. Regarding the employers and the service offered, this could be considered as an adequate purpose of an Uber, and this will give the service of a regular cab. But if you increase the security and insurance, that will be the sense for motivated employees. The contributors could be also considered as an increased formality, and in the case of possibility of paying from your phone, and also calling back the driver in case you forgot something in your vehicle, etc.
We also have different languages. Uber has adapted to different languages around the world, thus removing a great obstacle for many companies worldwide. Being able to adapt to the local languages of different locations by allowing their employees to work in their spare time where they live. The company has no need whatsoever to train and teach their employees to learn new languages, as they have virtually never-ending workforce plan, which is no more and no less than the local population itself.
We also have decreased probability, not from Uber, from the competence and also the taxis. What happens? The companies like Lyft and Cabify has been forced to lower their prices. What does that mean? If Uber lower their prices and the rates, the customer will prefer them. So Lyft and all the companies that offer the same service are forced to do that too.
Anna, I have heard bad news.
Really?
Yes, we're reaching the end of this program.
But don't worry, tomorrow we will come with more news, and this is more interesting. We will be revealing McDonald's secret about the ingredients and also the origin of their meat.
Goodbye, friends.
Goodbye, and remember to follow us in our social media that will be appearing down below. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and also follow the news. Goodbye!
Yay!
Está grabando aparte.
Se está grabando.
Ya lo pusiste grabando.
Se te tengo que parar. Me dijiste que la tuya sí y la
No, no estaba grabando.
La tuya está parada. Ya empecé a grabar. De misterio de
Parte 3, toma 800.
7. 7.
3.
No.
Ah, bueno. ¿Ya?
No. Toma 3.
Ok.
Well, that Uber is around the world. So, how do you reach the goals around
Espera
the
que vuelva a
world?
empezar porque me reí justo cuando empezaste a hablar. Ya estaba grabando.
Es mal idiota.
Ok, para, toma.